Welcome to this Destiny video blog where Margaret Lomas shares her expertise on many aspects of property investing. Today, we hope you enjoy listening to Margaret talking about other forms of property management.
In a past video blog, I've looked at professional property management versus managing a property yourself. But what if you own a property which is a niche market type of property, say a serviced apartment for example? These properties usually have a specialist form of management which you should be familiar with. The first one is known as a management agreement. This most likely involves an on-site manager already in place who may have been retained under a range of different arrangements. A management agreement refers to a written contract between the owners of property, often as a body corporate, and an experienced operator. It'll consist of a list of requirements of this manager, along with a schedule of remuneration for his or her services, typically expressed as a percentage of gross or net revenue. Where a manager has been retained via a management agreement and there's no associated granting of real estate or retail rights, it's usually fairly simple to terminate his or her services if the grounds are just. Make sure that you're familiar with the exit clause and that there's not a large cost to terminate a poorly performing manager. Management rights are similar to management agreements, however, they're usually purchased by the manager and involve the acquisition of some of the real estate. Typically, management rights will be sold by the developer for several $1 million and may include an apartment in the complex, plus rights over any restaurant, bar and reception area. Terminating a poorly performing manager who has purchased these rights can be fraught with problems, and very often these types of management rights are bought by couples with little or no hotel management experience. Finally, leasebacks differ from other management agreements in that they involve a manager actually signing a lease with each individual owner in order to on-rent the property. Some investors feel more comfortable with this type of arrangement because it means that rent is going to be received even when there's no one occupying the property. This can be false security, as the ability of the manager to pay the lease is linked directly to his or her success in running a profitable venture. Where the venture returns less than needed to honour the lease agreements, the manager has to provide top-up funds from other sources, such as the restaurant and bar that are part of the complex that your property's in, or even another establishment. Or, if there's no other source, the lease may not be honoured. As with any other form of property management, be sure that you're familiar with the arrangements that are in place before you buy and do your due diligence very carefully.